Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the International Conference on Reimagining Business and Reskilling Workforce for the Emerging Digital Ecosystem, which is being organized by the Jaipuria School of Business under the able guidance of its director, Dr. Jitendra Mishra. At the outset, I want to welcome our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Utio Rai Chaudhary, who is the Vice Provost for Internationalism at the University of Denver, USA. The conference chair and keynote speaker, Mr. Saurabh Goyal, President of Havels India Limited, and the guest of honor, Mr. Ravi Chandran Venkataraman, founder and CEO of Alive Consultancy and Smriti Academy. Thank you all for taking out your time for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, the world today is passing through one of the greatest inflection points in the history as technology, globalization, and climate change are accelerating at a rapid pace. The impact of COVID 19 has further accelerated the process of technological advancements by companies, and the speed of constant innovation and research has deepened. As a result of this, many aspects of our society, workplace, lifestyles are dramatically changing and are not only being transformed but are being reimagined. Earlier, innovation was mainly used in the context of products and introduction of new product categories. Now it relates to processes that enable change. Today, customers value convenience, comfort, real time delivery, hyper personalization without compromising on the quality of the product and is spoiled with innumerable choices available to him. Digital has become interwoven in our lives and has become a natural way of working. Digitization is a new way of doing things by leveraging technology to create consumer experience, becoming agile, and unlocking new value by the power of data. Today, iPhone is the most iconic middle class consumer product. It is a calendar, a camera, map, typewriter, web browser, calculator, flashlight, music and video streaming system, ebook reader, all put into one. Companies like Apple, Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, Instagram, Facebook are all becoming platform companies. And because of constant innovations, large number of products like music, movies, books, retail, and banking are being extensively used both in the physical and digital formats. In the last 50 years, the speed, efficiency, and cost effectiveness and the power of computing devices have doubled every 18 months. This progression follows the industry wide development cycle known as the Moore's Law, which was first postulated by the Intel co founder Gordon Moore in 1965. The result is exponential advances in servers, semiconductors, artificial intelligence, robotics, medicine, 3D printing, and much more. While on the one hand, this requires businesses to incorporate new operating architecture, on the other hand, the rapid march of digital technology and the growing amount of data that is available have made it necessary to re-equip our workforce with the latest digital knowledge and skills. The workforce of the digital age must be made adept in leveraging data to transform their operations and deliver better products and services. A McKinsey Global Institute published report in 2017 suggesting that 49% of all activities people are paid for globally have potential of being automated. Those jobs which are predictable and programmable will be automated easily. However, as per different school of thought, new technologies will create jobs requiring different skill sets. New jobs in app-based taxi hailing services, food ordering apps, logistics, cybersecurity, data analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc., will be created. According to Deloitte study Upbeat on Technology Job Creator, in Britain between 1992 to 2014, employment in some professions grew leaps and bounds. Nursing, home care, auxiliary and assistance by 900%, teaching and education by 580%, franchising by 200%, welfare, housing, youths and connecting services 180%, core works by 170%. According to the World Bank survey, world will require 115 million healthcare workers based on projections by 2030, and we are seeing the impact because of the COVID-19. We are ushering new economic trend which will drastically change the job market. Longer life expectancy will increase spending power of the older generations by 20 trillion US dollars by 2030, which will create jobs in healthcare, home care, leisure, entertainment, and finance. The interest of the millennials in sharing economy rather than owning will give jobs rise in care sharing companies like Uber, Lyft, and room sharing companies like Airbnb, Oyo, etc. Artificial intelligence will replace pilots with drones, which will create opportunities for maintenance, remote control, data analysis, and cybersecurity. All this would mean that the workforce will constantly require reskilling, active learning, resilience, flexibility, self management, critical thinking, problem solving will be the new norm. People have to constantly learn, unlearn, and relearn new skills to stay relevant and change jobs to adapt to new ways of working and doing things. Traditional companies will have to become agile and compete with startups as competition can come from anywhere. Companies will also have to invest in better metrics of human and social capital through adoption of ESG, environmental, social, and governance metrics. The government of India is promoting entrepreneurship and younger generation is investing in technologies that are contextually relevant and impactful for our country and is scalable as well as sustainable and which can provide basic amenities to the masses at a competitive price. We have seen unimaginable cost reduction in various products and services because of reverse engineering. The cost of ECG machine, which was costing US $10,000, is down to $70. 4G internet is available at practically nil cost. High quality artificial puts from US $10,000 to $33 today is available in India. The cost of genome sequencing price dropped from US dollar 3 billion to US dollar 1000, and the cost of 3D printers have gone down to US $300, and many more things are happening in different spaces. According to the World Economic Forum, India improved the ranking from 81 to 52 from 2014 to 2019 in the Global Innovative Index and is rated third in attracting investments in technology innovation. India today has 560 million internet users next to China and is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world. 26 new startup companies valued at over 1 billion have become new unicorns. The JAM, Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar, and Mobile are driving positive change in the country, and services and products are being made available to the weaker sections of the society through direct benefit transfer. We all know and seen the launch of Mars Orbiter mission MOM, also called Mangalyaan, by ISRO in September 2014 at a cost of rupees 450 crores, which was a great leap and amply demonstrates how homegrown technology can revolutionize the sector. The education sector has already witnessed a severe disruption on account of lockdown and the impact of COVID. While on the one hand, the education sector was already struggling to keep pace with the advancements of technology and reimagining how education could change so that children become more productive and responsible, the current pandemic has come as a severe blow. Access to new learning apps, devices, and connectivities will be paramount to ensure continuity of learning and reduce the gap of learning outcomes. The teachers have to be trained on new digital systems and innovative practices to enhance the joy of learning and engage the students in a constructive manner. New tools of assessments have to be deployed to continuously monitor their performance. The skills required by the students will not be restricted to numeracy and literacy, but premium will be placed on both digital and socio emotional skills. As children will have to work for jobs that do not exist, they have to be more flexible and be prepared for volatile, uncertain, and ubiquitous world. The four C's: creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration will be the main drivers, and education system will have to reimagine how to encourage children to prepare for lifelong learning. In case of higher education, huge opportunities will open up as education companies will be able to provide courses from the best universities to much larger section of the society at relatively very low costs. We have seen in the recent past how online video conferencing platform like Zoom has expanded its presence in the education sector and has connected with large number of educators and users. And in a short time, the value of the company has gone beyond, I believe, more than US $120 billion. The latest World Economic League Table 2021 forecasts India's emergence as the fifth largest economy in the world by 2025 and the third largest by 2030. This great surge of India as an economic superpower must be accompanied by a narrowing digital divide. Business across all sectors have to keep an eye open for technological developments that are transforming the corporate landscape and are demanding reskilling of the workforce for business environment of the digital age. Only they can then only we can hope for a holistic societal development and true progress. In order to maximize the benefits of the several digital technologies, specific supportive interventions have to be made for data analytics under the broad categories of data sciences. The process of digitization will inevitably throw up huge data that will have to be intelligently analyzed for right predictions with respect to the consumer preferences and the growth of business. The topic of today's conference, reimagining business and reskilling workforce for emerging digital ecosystem, is very pertinent. We all are fortunate to have with us some of the sharpest minds in business to help us understand how businesses and workforce should adapt to the emerging digital ecosystem. I am confident that all the participants and attendees will have many important takeaways from this conference. I once again thank all the distinguished guests and congratulate the faculty and the students of the Jaipuria School of Business for their enthusiastic support and participation. Thank you and Jai Hind.